Hello there. I am Helen Sattler, your Destiny Helper, with you once again. Thank you so much for all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for being with me through subscription and my email. Many of you have emailed me, and it's such a blessing in my traveling, and I have been traveling extensively, but you have been faithful, and I appreciate it so very much. And to my new subscribers, thank you so much for your subscription. And to my subscribers that's been with me, thank you so much for your loyalty. One of the emails that I got and in the comment section was, please talk to me about Narcissist and the holiday. Why are the holidays so intensive? And no matter what I do, I can't please them. It's almost like it's sabotage. Well, it is interesting how our holidays with the narcissist is and how they think during the holidays. Do you know that over 90% of the hoovers that are given is given through holiday time? It's specifically Christmas, Mother's Day, and especially Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is the most exclusive holiday that the narcissists take advantage of. And they usually take advantages of holidays that people incur loneliness. They want to be with someone because the holiday is so extensive. You want to share it with someone, and they know that you don't want to be alone in the holidays. But many of you get wrapped up in being hoovered during the holidays. They promise that they've changed. They promise that what has happened will not happen again. They promise that they have went to counseling, no evidence, but they promise that they have. They promise that they really thought things over, and you will have the best life if you would just trust them again. They apologize, they cry, they tell you they're so sorry for the pain that they caused you during the holidays, and you are more susceptible to the hoovers because you don't want to be alone. You want to think they've changed. These are special days, so you want to have the special day with someone you feel that you care for. And you got to remember, when you first got connected with the narcissist, you felt like they were the perfect spouse, the perfect person for you. They knew what you think. They finished your sentences. They was very caring because the love bombing is off the charts. But you got to remember that narcissist is not like a regular relationship. A regular relationship is mind to mind. It takes time to open the mind. Not, excuse me, not the relationship with the narcissist. I mean, boom, stuff happens. You meet them, you fall in love almost overnight, and really you fall in love. You don't grow in love. You fall, and you fall hard. And the hormones in your body, all 5 hormones, are off the charts. I mean, you are that dopamine working, so you're bonding with them, and you are just like a woman who bond with their child. When they bond with that child, they get this parent bonding, that voice, the smell, being around them. When you're around a narcissist, you can feel the like, and you are more approval when you're with them, when you're around them, because they're stirring up those hormones. Things that you would normally disagree with, you are now in agreement with it. And when they leave you and that those hormones start to settle, you're looking at yourself saying, what is wrong with me? I must be totally out of my mind. This guy dogged me. This woman dogged me for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. They divorced me after 25 years, and here they come back again. A divorced man come back as if we've never divorced, and he doing it during the holidays. And then those of you who are still with the narcissist during the holidays, they sabotage everything. They don't have a headache until the holidays come and you're getting ready to enjoy yourself. Now they have an extensive headache and tell you how selfish you are because you won't cater to them, and tell you how you don't care because you're going to leave and go with your family, and you're going to leave me right here. And you're telling them, no, I won't leave you right here. Why don't you get dressed? I don't feel like getting dressed. My head hurt, my heart hurt, my back hurt, my toe hurt, or I done had a hard day and I need somebody to be with me. That is not a hard day, the narcissist want to make sure they sabotage every moment of happiness. You got to remember these mind trainers. Make sure they train you in misery, train you in self-abandonment, train you in abandoning your goals. And when you abandon your goals, you abandon your happiness. They will even take you from the kids. You're showing more attention than the kids than you are me. And I'm left here. You're going to make me want to go out. You make me want to cheat. And I'm innocent. I'm innocent of cheating. You know, these women are all over me. The men are all over me. And I'm fighting to keep them off of me, coming home to you, being faithful. And you know he has triangulated at least 12 times. It's only 12 months. And he's every month he going somewhere. And then he tell you, you don't control me. You want to control everywhere I go. I can't even go to the store without you jumping all over me. No, you could go to the store. I just want to know where you were for the last 3 days without a text or a phone call. Then they switch the subject, get you off the subject, and get you totally on you negatively, and get you off of them until you feel so guilty, until you're saying, well, maybe I am too hard, maybe I am pushing too hard. But the holidays, they sabotage. They don't want you with your family. They don't want the family with you. But if he need to impress, then he will allow the family to come. If he need to impress, he will allow others to come while you prepare the meal. He will even buy the meal if he have to. Anything to give him credit, to give him praise, then you have no problem with the narcissist. But if it's something you want, it cannot happen. And what needs to happen is, remember, when you are with the narcissist is stirring up all of your hormones. The narcissist done cloud your mind. When you stay with them, everything that's not straight, everything that's not with clarity, you just confused over things. What was straight is crooked. What was high is low. And you are so confused, but your heart keeps saying, I love them, I want them. Some of the narcissists, some of them can look like a hound dog, and you don't know whether it's a dog or a giraffe, just short. And so you don't even know the difference. And what happens is you are so confused until you don't even know what you have anymore. The longer you stay, the more confused you are. The longer you stay, the more you lose yourself. The longer you stay, the more detached to reality you are. The longer you stay, you now think you need to see a therapist, a psychiatrist, psychologist, because you're saying, I got some mental issues, something wrong with me. This is self-diagnosis. Now, anytime you self-diagnosed and you saying you got some mental problem, something is going on right there. But you don't have mental problem. You got a narcissist problem. And a narcissist is very addictive. It's as addictive as crack cocaine. It is addictive. And you are finding that the longer you be with them, the more you want to be with them. The only thing about a narcissist, it doesn't matter if you married 40 years. This narcissist at any given time will go into a discard state. And then the holidays come, you get hoovered. You get gifts, you get sentiments telling you that I'm sorry. He allow you to see your friends, everything he disallowed. Now he allow you say, he allowed me to go to church. He allowed me to have my friends over. That is temporary. That is all temporary. And next thing you know, after the holidays, you start seeing the signs of what happened before. You start going through the cycles of what happened before. You are being traumatized like what happened before. Your kids are being traumatized. Then you think, this is why I left. This is why I escaped. This is why I ran. But now you back in it. And the narcissist, when you go back to a narcissist, they will make you pay for them having to hoover you. You made me come and get you. You did not stay settled. You were not happy and I was giving you everything. No, you was giving me hell. I know the meaning of hell on earth. As long as you were with me, as long as you stayed with me, as long as I listened to your words, I never could do anything right. You tormented the house. Even the furniture shook when you came home. Everything was in a disarray. Now you remember, but it's not so easy. Once you go back, it's not so easy. The same level of confusion, the same level of fog, the same level of misunderstanding, the same level of abuse, except with increased tendencies. It goes higher and higher and higher until you are in a vortex. You're in a vortex or a cycle of the past. You're going back and not forward. You went back to what you got. You went back to what you had. You went back to what you experienced. You went back in your mind. Some of you have even got to the point it's hard for you to even go to work because all day long you are tormented in your mind. You're thinking they're cheating. You know, he got two phones. One he leave up and the other one he leaves down. Then there's a time he leave that one down and tell you better not touch my phone. You're invading my privacy and I got a right to privacy. So you get on the phone and he goes ballistic and you're saying there's a double standard and he tell you it's not a double standard. I've just learned not to trust you. And you like, trust? You've been out for a whole month and then you came back like nothing happened. He was like, do you want me to leave again? A narcissist know when they have locked you down and you will never get to the end of a problem. There is no resolution. Every argument is vortex. It goes around in a cycle. Every argument is a cycle. It just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. Word salad. And I mean, they just take and just totally let you know everything that you're not, everything that you should have been, what he really wanted. And he thought when he had you, he had the love of his life. And he still got this big hole in his heart where he's looking for somebody to love him. You done lost everything. You lost finances. You lost your savings. You lost all of your investment. You've lost real estate. You've lost yourself and you're like, what else can I give you? Your breath. He wants your last breath and he will not stop till he gets your last breath. The ultimate trophy for a narcissist is your death, but they don't want you to just die. They want you to kill yourself or suffer and die because the suffering builds them. Your pain builds them. The narcissist has to have pain because their life is a gaping hole and they don't know peace. They don't know love. A narcissist cannot love because he's cut that part of his life. It's just like cutting off your arm and you have evidence because you got a nub. But in your mind, the arm's still there. You feel like the arm is still there. And your mind has to adjust to the loss. With the narcissist, your mind never adjusts to the loss because it keeps going deeper and deeper. He won't let you stabilize even in defeat. He won't let you stabilize. And the holidays are the worst of all. Because in your holidays, when you should enjoy cooking and planning and your decoration, you put up a tree. He tell you the tree is the sorriest tree he's ever seen. You put up all of your garland. The house is complimented by everybody else but the narcissist. He tell you the tree looks cheap. You go out and get another tree. He tell you you're wasting money. You decorate the house. He said, who's going to take it down? You invite friends. He tell you your friends was looking at me. They were flirting with me. And the truth of it was the opposite. He was flirting with your friend. But your friend can't tell you because they know you're head over heels with them. And you won't believe them. You will fight them. So they don't tell you. Then you find out that he did it. And then you tell them, if you were a friend, you would have told me. But the truth of it is, you knew you wouldn't have believed because you wasn't ready to believe. But when you're ready to believe, now you can see it. Hindsight is 20/20. You will start seeing the traits of narcissism when you escape, because then the falls start to leave. The more you get away from them, the more clarity come in your life. You start seeing things clearly. You start putting things together. You listen to these videos and other videos, especially my daughter, Dr. Carmen Bryant. You listen to the videos and you start thinking now things are coming back to you and you are more accepting because of everything you've been through. That you have been trauma bonded. The bond of love from you, not him, and the trauma that he gives you every day. Your everyday regimen is torturous. Your everyday regimen is belittlement. Your everyday regimen is tearing down, and it's harder during the holidays because you thought he would change. You thought Christmas was a place that people who won't even give anything, that's pulling their teeth out, putting it in your basket, because Christmas is a time that people give, and people who are honorary, even Scrooge let up around Christmas time. So you thought that would happen with your Scrooge, but your Scrooge became a worse Scrooge. I mean, she just grabbed a hold. But she has an ice pick. He has an ice pick. He has a knife, and he's headed for your heart, because anything look happy reminds them of how miserable they are. And every time you smile, it reminds them of how miserable they are, because when they smile, they have an ulterior motive. When they connect, they have an ulterior motive. Everything they do have an ulterior motive. If it don't benefit them, they're going to stop it from happening. They're going to mediate until they turn everything good away. And when evil comes, they are settled. They are happy. You cook a good meal today, oh, they love it. It's the best cake. It's the best pie. It's the best turkey. It's the best chicken. It's the best everything. Then one day later, you go and fix it, something that they told you in the past that was good. They tell you, I hate this. I don't eat this. You like, you just ate it last week and you told me you wish I would do it this week. Well, it's this week and I did it again. They would tell you, I don't want that stuff. You are trying to kill me. And you see what I mean? You see the kind of confusion. Well, when you open yourself up for the holidays, when you open up your mind, you open up your emotion, you are in this facade, and it's the holiday narcissistic mirage, because you think that you see water and you run and jump because you can feel the coolness of the water. You even run to your room and put on your bathing suit, and then you run back out and the sun is glistening in the sky and you see the waves and look like water, and you jump, boom, and you hit hard because it was sand. It was a mirage. The enemy, which is the narcissist, the spirit that works through the narcissist rather, he builds mirages, and they are real. He creates an environment of unreality, and he makes you think, if you put on that bathing suit and if you would just feel the wind, and as he talks, you can actually feel the wind. He's talking and the wind is just blowing through your hair, and you don't realize your hair never moved, but in your mind, your hair is just flowing. And he think, if you would jump in this cool water and everything would be all right. You jump in the water and it's sand. It's hard sand. You scratch up your body. You done hurt yourself. You wounded yourself. And you turn to them and tell them, I believe you. And the narcissist say, you're the biggest fool because you should have seen that was sand. Now you want to blame me. It's not my responsibility. You're a grown woman. You're a grown man. You should have known that was unreality. You've been here all this time. And they encourage you to jump. The holiday mirage would allow things to appear before you that is not really there. And you have to pull back and think. You have your brain. It is intact. It has been influenced by what's around you, by what you're connected to. Because whatever you're connected to, you're affected by. And when you're affected by your connection, it can be dangerous if it's the wrong connection. So the holidays, expect the hoovers. They're coming. They're coming. And if it ain't your year, he'll be there next year. But they're coming. A narcissist can be gone 5 years and show up like they met you yesterday, talk to you yesterday. You hadn't talked to them in 5 years, and they come in like nothing has never happened. Remember, we're divorced. I made a mistake, but I love you. You're like, yeah, but I got divorce paper. You can't come up here and lay with me. I'm no longer your wife, but I love you. I made a mistake. I can't do without you. You are the air I breathe. You are my heartbeat. I've been out there. There's none of them like you. I made a mistake. Please forgive me. I'll come back. I'll show you. I'll take care of everything. You don't have to be concerned about the bills. I'll take care of you and the children. I will make you love me. If you give me a chance, the man that left, the woman that left, I'll show you that I'm changed. I'll show you that I'm different. I will make up for every tear I cause. I will massage your heart with my love. I will drench your heart with my love. I will make your mind at ease. There's nothing you will ever want from this time forward. I will be your personal hero. Just let me back in. Let me show you what I've been thinking about while I've been away. All of these months, I've been thinking about you. I think about you every day. There's not a day that I don't think about you. There's not a day that I don't love you. There's not a day that I don't regret leaving you. I regret it every day. And you open the door. And he comes back in. And he super love bomb because he know he have to. She knows she have to. So they super love bomb you. And I mean, this is not bronze love bombing. This is diamonds and gold love bombing. I mean, the love making is just mind blowing. Gifts, mind blowing. If he cooks, he come in and cook this meal. He have the music going. The house is clean for about 3 months. Then he start turning. There's no more dinners. He's like, can't you cook? I've been cooking all this time. You trying to get lazy on me. Well, I'm tired of your laziness. Now you done put all your responsibility on me. Then you call, honey, are you coming home? I'm coming when I want to come. Don't be calling me because you trying to control me. You already done turned me into Hazel. I'm cooking and cleaning while you lay up. And you like, but I help cook and I help clean. You only cooked and cleaned when you wanted to. No, you forced me. So now your memory has re-geared, recharged, and you see the past like a movie. Everything that has been is again. And you realize you made a mistake. But the second time, it's harder to let him go, even greater than before. This is the holidays. It's the time you want to share. It's the time you want to give. It's the time you want to love. It's the time you want to make others happy. Careful. The narcissist is like a snake. No matter how you dress that snake, if he's poisonous, no matter how you love that snake, when it's cool, you warm it, you put that snake in the bed, it will bite because of the nature of the snake will cause it to bite. And because its nature is there, it's a natural course. It will happen. Not may happen. It will happen. When you are free and you go no contact, stay no contact. No phone calls. No conversation, because you got to remember, when you conversate with the narcissist, you've already been there. Those hormones start stirring up. They start stirring up. And so now you want him. He's not calling you. Now you want to call him. You pick up the phone, you put down the phone. You get on the internet, you get off the internet. You read the letters, you put the letters down. You keep saying, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. But you don't stay up on videos like this. You done left the videos, so you don't have a recharge system. And so you are slowly feeling that impact, feeling that hoover. He writes you and say, I know you hate me and I've not been faithful. But if you just allow me, I promise to love you like you've never been loved. Now you got the memory of the love making. You got the memory of him being there. You can smell his cologne. You can smell it. And you go to bed and your mind start to work. He's not there. Remember, it's a mirage. And you put him there. And you make up in your mind everything you want him to be. You make up in your mind everything you want him to do. You make up in your mind how he walks in the house and grabs you, your mirage. You make up in your mind that it's the best love ever and that he's going to love you and he will not desire any other woman. A mirage. This holidays, be stronger. This holiday, don't let in the enemy. You let the snake in. He's moving around the house. You are in the house with the viper. He will find you and he will bite. No doubt about it. He will bite. And if he finds you in the bed where you're off, you're not alarmed, you're not alert, you're at ease, there's no struggle, then he'll bite. Because no matter what, the viper will bite. Narcissist and the holiday mirage, too smart for that. I went no C, NC, and if you have no contact, some of you been no contact for 6 months, you're still struggling. Some of you have wrote me, you've been no contact for a year, you're still struggling. That is not the time to pick up the phone. That is not the time to respond to a text. That is not the time to get on the internet and track them where they're going. Stay away from the internet. Stay away from what his job is doing. Stay away from pictures. If you don't put it in you, it won't be in you, and you won't have reminders. Reminders come from information that is within. If you put that information within, it's going to work within, and it's going to draw you back like a magnet. Don't live a life of regret when you have been free. And those of you who still live with the narcissist, build your mind. Build it with knowledge. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Knowledge compensate for knowledge. And positive knowledge will overthrow negative knowledge. It takes 13 words, positive words, for every one negative word. So giving positive words is much more difficult than a negative word. A negative word flows like a stream, but a positive word has to be intentional. 13 words, and it could be more, but they clocked it at least 13 words. 13 words per one word. That's a lot of work. Then what do you think about the thoughts? How much of your mind do you need to rechannel? You need to renew. You need to reconstruct. You need to regear. This holiday, and Christmas is a powerful holiday. If you build it, it will come. Build no contact. Even if it hurt, go in your bathroom and just put down the phone and sit there, or go in your bedroom and sit there, and you say to yourself, I will not torture me again by allowing the wrong people in my life. Because when the wrong people come in my life, wrong things start to happen. Let right things start to happen by the right people coming in your life. Holiday, be careful. This is Christmas. This is when you want somebody. Snuggle up with them. Be by the fire. Walk by the beach. Walk by the ocean. Look over the mountains. Sit in the cabins. Ride on the yacht. So all of these things you will want. You don't have to have it. Discipline is your word for the holiday. Discipline. No contact. If you have went no contact, remember you probably are being hoovered. Most of you are probably being hoovered. He's hoovering you. He wants in. It's all about him. Remember. Do you remember when we looked at Lion King and Mufasa, because he lost himself. Simba lost himself. And his dad, and when the monkey came and reminded him who he was, his daddy came, and his daddy said, Simba, remember who you are. Remember. You have to remember who you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are powerful. Your mind, no computer can match it. You can think at the speed of thought. You can think at the speed of inspiration. You can think at the speed of aspiration. You can think at the speed of revelation. Speed up your mind on positive things. Get a business going. Get a project growing. Put into somebody. Keep no contact in its place. It's like a restraining order. Your restraining order is no contact. Be safe. Because narcissists are malignant. They say there's not malignant narcissists. Anything that torture your life, traumatize your mind, is malignant. It's just levels of malignancy. All right? We're not talking about narcissistic traits. We're talking about a narcissist. They're a different breed, and so are you. I'm Helen Sattler, your destiny helper, and I look forward to seeing you again. And enjoy the videos. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Write me and let me know what you think. You can write me at helensattler968@gmail.com. helensattler968@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Have an awesome, awesome day. And remember, keep your restraining order. No contact. Keep it in place for your safety and grow beyond your wildest dream. Life awaits you, and you've been waiting for it. Make it happen. I'm Helen Sattler, your destiny helper.